From the very beginning, Luke Jeffers had decided to create a Friday show that is basically a spin-off series of Fridays with PewDiePie, but with a live stream twist. And since then, he focused heavily on tech topics, game segments, throwback segments, and more. However, there are some ups and downs towards this show for the past nearly 10 years now, and then a was of laughters along the way. For nearly 10 years, FwL has been making you guys entertained, talking about somewhat about politics, and of course playing games. And now, for the 10th season of The Row, it's time for FwLX. Today, Luke Jeffers and Betty Mooney will be going over some tech topics, playing video games, as usual of course, a return of LJPCPM throwback content, somewhat I watch segments, and many more fun. And now, here's the host of FwLX, Luke Jeffers and Betty Mooney.
Let's begin indeed. Thank you, David Thousand. Hello, people. This is Jerry speaking. Welcome to FwLX episode number 42. Oh, man. Today we're doing not one, not two, but 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 11 dev topics. 10 of those are new dev topics, and the other ones are just basically one from 4 years ago, but it's coming this past Tuesday. 4 which there's topics I need to read, very important, requested by Remix Palm. The other which is this special days that I need to talk about. 3 of which. But anyway. And then we're gonna got to do Ocean Fallback and then game segments. Bill won't be here today because I have some, he's been tired and crabby, and unfortunately to say this, during this episode of FwLX, I'm gonna be very, very tired. So, for this episode, I'm gonna be uploading this, very late as usual. So let's talk about these episodes right now, shall we? So we got for us. Her name is Mary West. Mary Louise West, okay? Was an American singer, best known as a lead singer of the Sugar Laws in the 1960s, okay? The singer with the leader of the pack went to number 1 in the Billboard Hot 100 charts in 1964. She vanished from the music scene for decades, returned in 2007 to record her first and only solo album with Northern Records. She was born on December 28, 1948. Capitol Heights, Queens, in New York City. She was the older sister, Betty, with her brother George. Her father, Harry West, died when she was 6 weeks old, something like that. And her mother, Elizabeth Nee, Schwabrig, something like that, brought the 3 children in poverty, surviving on welfare and handouts, something like that. Mary sang in school plays and choirs. She listened to her brother, an Elvis fan, and his friends performing popular songs on the day. She attended her first Elvis Brothers concert in 1963 in Freedomland, USA, at age 14, something like that. The Sugar Laws. In high school, West and her sister Betty became friends with twins Marianne Margie Gangster, something like that. In the same year, 1963, that is, 4 girls formed a group, taking the name of a neighborhood restaurant. Then they sang in the local Dance and Hops. They came to the attention of local producer Artie Rep. They were signed with Sora Productions. The first single of 1963's Simon Says was a flop. After recording demos, signing with Redbird Records in 1964, making it the Brill Billy. With their working the hardworking team, Jeff Berry and Ellie Greenwich, they recorded Remember Walking the Sand, the first hit, and Leading the Pack, co-written and produced by Cheryl Mars, my dad. Leader of the Pack went to number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, charts 1964. Remember Walking the Sand had reached number 5 in the U.S. charts, competed with 6 singles of the Beatles, and hits like by Rolling Stones, and other British groups, my dad. Westerners and Sugar Laws played with supporting at concerts by the Beatles and the Stones. Sugar Laws became a leading girl group, something like that, in the 1960s. After several years together, they split in 1988. West went to San Francisco to try a different lifestyle. She gave up singing, married Ed Ryan, something like that. Went to work on an agricultural farm. Okay? She later became a commercial designer in New York. She later occasionally performed shows with the Sugar Laws during the 1960s, 70s, something like that, which led to a successful attempt to reform the band, with Side Records in 1976. In 1989, the Sugar Laws reunited with the Cousin Draggy Show at the Meadowlands in New Jersey. In 2019, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland, Ohio honored the Sugar Laws with the song Leader of the Pack in the singles category. Solo album. In 2005, West left her job in commercial directors and to return to music. She was raised to record a solo album, Dangerous Game, in 2007. Despite having not sung in almost 20 years, she recalls she didn't do a sing-along to car radio at all. In 2007 March, Norm Records released Dangerous Game, a commercially acclaimed album in which she was backed by the Regiment Sound. Personal life and death. After Sugar Laws, West took a job as a personal agent in New York City in Manhattan. She called in 2007 interview stated this. I went to work for an agricultural firm, something like that. I went seriously into it. Then I got into commercial interest, huge projects and billings. She later became a chief producing agent and ran the commercial furniture dealership. In the late 80s, she managed a furniture store and was a furniture designer. By 2001, she was a furniture consultant to New York businesses. She died from commercial arterial disease at her home in Palm Springs, California on January 19, 2024. She was 75 years old. My next topic has to do with David Emmett. She's one that I haven't announced his last name. Born David Michael Emmett. She's one that I haven't announced his last name. I don't know. Was an American actor. He was best known for playing Stephen Flyboy Andrews in George A. Romero's horror film Dawn of the Dead. He was born in Indiana on September 9th, 1946. Something like that. One of his classmates was acting partners in college was Ron Glass. The way Ron Glass, that is, who later became famous and starring member of the situation comedy Barney Miller. While working as chef in New York City restaurant, he met George A. Romero, who cast him in the role who would be mostly remembered like that, as Stephen in Romero's zombie epic Dawn of the Dead. As of 2007, Amish was participating in occasional acting film conventions. He died ever since Bill like that on January 20th, 2024. He was 77 years old. My next topic has to do with John Franklin. Born John Daniel Franklin, he was best known as an American writer. He was born in Oklahoma, something like that. Anyway, on January 13th, 1942, he won annual Pulitzer's prizes on 2 journalistic categories, both his work in Society's writer, with the Baltimore Evening Sun. Franklin held a B.S. in journalism and for the University of Maryland, something like that. He was a professor emeritus of journalism at this alma mater. Previously, Franklin taught creative writing at the University of Oregon. It was headed to the technical journalism department at Oregon State University. He received honorary degrees from the University of Maryland in 1981, Notre Dame de Modern University in 1982. The Canadian technician film Shock Drama is based on the book Franklin co-wrote with Alan Daub. Word of the Baltimore Sun, Franklin won the first Partial Prize for feature writing in 1979 for covering brain surgery, and won for the first Partial Prize for expert journalism in 1985. A series of Marshall Prize registry, The Mind Fixers. He died after a battle with Alzheimer's cancer in Maryland on January 21st, 2024. He was 82 years old. My next step topic has to do with Gary Graham. Born Gary Graham, he was an American actor, musician, author. With a career span over 5 decades, beginning in the 1970s in the television and movies. He's perhaps best known for his starring role as Detective Matthew Stikes in the television series of Allen Nation in 1989 to 1990, and top 5 significant Allen Nation television films from 1994 and 1997, as well as his work in the Star Trek franchise. Most notably the recurring role of Solo, Vulcan Administrator to Earth in Star Trek Enterprise. He was born in Long Beach, California on June 6, 1950. One of the earliest roles in 1980 CBS miniseries Scrubs, based on the Julia Krantz novel series starring Lindsay Wagner, something like that. He was cast in Hitman on the television show Moonlighting, co-starring opposite Bruce Willis, who is now diagnosed with dementia. Okay? Graham played with more than 38 TV roles and has been in more than 40 movies. As a musician, Graham was in the bands the Gary Graham Garage Band, and the Gary Graham Band, and the Son of Kirk, something like that. Graham's also contributed to Barbara News. His later career began with this. I'm not gonna read the death thing yet, but that's just me. Anyway, television was he started 2008 television pilot started after Sin City called Dead End City. He's also appeared on December 18th, 1984 episode The Reimagining Steel Plot, season 3, episode 11 as Butch Benjamin, something like that. Alien Nation, as well as starred as Detective Matthew Stikes in the television series Alien Nation from 1989 and 1990. He's also recurring roles in television movies Alien Nation, Dark Rise in 1994, Alien Nation's Body and Soul in the Year I Was Born 95, Alien Nation Millennium 1996, Alien Nation Emmy Whitman in the same year, and Alien Nation The Orion Legacy 1997. Okay? Star Trek. He also starred in Star Trek Enterprise, the recurring character Abir Sobio, a Vulcan administrator to Earth. He also guest starred in Star Trek Voyager in 1995, once playing Organization comparing leader Chavez in the season 2 episode Cold Fire. He also played the Ranger in the fan production Star Trek of Gods and Men, and continued the role of Star Trek. Okay, haven't announced his name. So okay. In 2015, Graham responded as well as Amir Salvo in the spam film Star Trek. Okay, this is the name I cannot pronounce. Sorry, it's Star Trek names I cannot pronounce. Sorry. Film. Graham's film appearance includes Hardcore, The Hollywood Nights. Okay. All Right Moves, The Argent, I haven't pronounced it. Sorry. The Last Warrior, Robot Jocks, Running Woman, and Siren. His most recent film is an individual action hero, and of course, someone that haven't announced it, and Dreams Awake. His most recent directorial debut in the spring of 2008 with the film Interviews, which was also wrote screenplay anyway, and it was web-based work. Graham also made appearances as a smoking jacket guy in an introduction of other scenes in the internet game show, the Jace Hall Show. Graham also played Dr. David McAvoy in the web series Universal Dead. In late June 2010, it was announced that Universal Dead was made into a feature-length film. He died from cardiac arrest in Sarbanes, Washington on January 22nd, 2024. He was 73 years old. The next step topic has to do with Neil Corgani, born that name. He was a British music journalist, author and musician from Cardiff, England. Upon his death, Clash magazine called him one of the sharpest pens of this generation. He now focused on hip-hop, which is boring, and metal, which I like. He's born in Cardiff with his parents who have immigrated from India. Born on July 26, 1972. It was a major arrival from Melody Maker from 1993 to 2000. Okay? It's part of Ziggy Marley and Melody Makers, by the way. But anyway, he was called out the publications of the black artists. Following his disintegration of imprint, Kamali wrote freelance in magazines and media, including The Uncut, Vlogs, Loaded, Spin, Metal Hammer, which I like, by the way, Plan B, The Source, The Guardian, Bizarre, The Quietest, DJ Magazine, and Drawing the Sound. Okay? I was not a fan of that book, which is coming up in a little bit. But anyway, he was an author of books including The Period Table of Hip Hop, which is boring, a middle layer of music journalism course of BIMM, which is okay, and musician with the band the Moon Bears. He died on January 22nd, 2024. He was 51 years old. Upon his death, he also had a partner and 2 daughters. My next step topic has to do with Marshall Smith. It's gonna be a long death topic to read, but this is gonna make more sense. But anyway, born Betty Lou Miller. She was best known as a American country and Christian music and songwriter. Okay. She had several years of country success during the 1970s. Okay. Okay. Why did I say present? She already died. Really? I don't know. I think Wikipedia mixed it all up. Anyway. Which includes the 2 #1 hits on the Billboard Hot Country Songs, okay? Including V Spalding's. Okay. I don't know what's going on. People need to write passed away. I don't know what happened. But anyway, appears in the Billboard Hot Country Song charts. Anyway, in the 1990s, she transported into songs in the Christian market, and includes 2 successful albums. She also known for her yodeling vocal skills. It's often referred to as the Tennessee Yodeler. She was born and raised in Ohio on April 8th, 1942. Okay? During her childhood, she learned how to sing and yodel. After graduating from high school, she chose to pursue a career in education. For nearly a decade, Smith taught elementary school and spawned a family with her first husband. In the 30s, she decided to begin a singing career full-time. She started songwriting in 1971. She released her first album titled I'm a Lady, and was developed following. By 1975, Smith began has signed with 20th Century Fox Records, and have been first major hit on the country charts with the songs Dare I Say It. She also featured hits in the 1970s with songs like Take My Breath Away and Don't Break My Heart That Loves You. Anyway. In 1979, Smith released a single, Still a Woman. Anyway, made several changes in her musical personality. Okay? tradition helped the Smith commercially country music career. She had virtual hits. By the early 1980s, Smith regarded music making smart changes to her career and left the recording contract. Okay? She released music apparently during the 1980s while also issuing albums through her major labels. In the 1990s, Smith transferred towards Christian music and recorded 2 albums with her daughter Holly. The pair won awards for the Christian music and performed several years. In recent years, Smith continued performing in a solo act in her current residence located in Florida. She died on January 23rd, 2024, Franklin, Tennessee. She was 81 years old. For combination of the stroke she suffered for 2 days earlier. Now, I'm not going to go over all of them, but that is a sad day to say it, but it was a difficult time. But, she made a lot of studio albums, per se. But it was a difficult time. That's just my case. My next topic has to do with Melanie, but better known as Melanie and Stafford. This is a name I cannot pronounce. Sorry. This will be a long death topic per se, but she was born that name. No person known as Melanie or Melanie Stavka was an American singer and songwriter. Okay, she's widely known as the 1972 global hit "Brand New Key." Her 1976 version of Ruby Tuesday, which was originally written and before recorded by the Rolling Stones. A question of what they have done to my song Ma. And her 1970 international breakthrough hit, Lay Down Candles in the Rain. Inspired by her experience of performing at the 1969 Woodstock Music Festival, okay? She was born and raised in the Australian neighborhood of Queens, New York City. February 3rd, 1947, okay? Her father, Frederick Stavka, was the Ukrainian history, while mother, jazz singer Polly Alvarez was Italian Alvarez, my dad. She made her first public singing appearance at the age of 4 on the radio show Live Like a Millionaire. Performed the song "Give Me a Good Little Kiss." Okay? She moved on with her family to Long Beach, New Jersey, my dad, and attended Long Branch High School. By her page by classmates in the NIK, something like that, in school. She ran away to California and, after returning to New Jersey, transferred to Red Bank High School in Red Bank, New Jersey. She graduated in 1966, but she was blocked from attending her committed exercise due to the overdue library book. She was inducted to the Schools Hall of Fame in 1996. Wow. Okay. In the 1960s, Melania started performing at Inkwell, the coffee house in the West End station of Long Branch. After high school, her parents insisted that she go to college. She go to study acting in the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in New York City, something like that. Where she began singing in the folk clubs in the Greenwich Village, such as Bear Ann. Signed her first recording contract. Initially signed to Columbia Records in the United States. She been released 2 singles in the label. So she signed with Bud Up Records and first found the charts of success in Europe in 1969 with Bell's Party, which reached #1 in France. Okay. Melanie's popularity in Europe resulted in performances on European television programs such as Beat Club and West Germany. Her debut album received popular reviews from Billboard, which heard her voice as wide beyond her ears, my dad. Her non-conformist, my dad, approached the selections on this LP, make her as a new talent to be recognized with. Later in 1969, that same year, 1969 that is, Mulaney has a hit on the Netherlands with Beautiful People, something like that. When she was one of the 3 solo women to have performed the Woodstock Festival in 1959. It was inspiration of her hit song, Lay Down, Candles in the Rain. Apparently rose in the Woodstock audience lighting candles during her set. Recording became a big hit in Europe, Australia, Canada, and the United States in 1970. The B-side single featured Mulaney's spoken word track, Candles in the Rain. Lay Down, because Mulaney's first top 10 hit in America, peaking at number 6 in the Billboard singles charts like that, and achieving worldwide success, something like that. But anyway, her later hits, including Peace Will Come According to Plans, something like that. Anyway, did I hear something? I don't know. Hang on, reactions moment. No, hang on. Mic mode, hang on. Oh, yeah, some people can hear it. Okay, never mind. Okay, never mind, folks. I have some difficulties my end, but that's fine. That's fine. Anyway, move on. Next, okay, never mind. I have some difficulties my end, but move on. Okay. Okay. Her hits, including Peace Will Come According to Plan, and the cover of Rolling Stones will be Tuesday, something like that. In 1970, Mulaney was the only artist to ignore the court judgment banned the following Ridge Rock Festival, scheduled to be held on January, July 11th, August 1st, and 2nd, 1970. She played her crowd at a homemade stage powered by Mr. Stuffy trucks, something like that. No longer after this performance, she played at the Strawberry Fields Festival, something like that, held the August 7th through 9th, 1970, in Mosswood Park, Ontario, Canada. She also performed at the Oswald White Festival, held between August 16th and 30th, 26th and 30th, something like that, 1970. And off and dawn, something like that. At this festival, she was introduced by Keith Moon, the late Keith Moon of the Who, and received 4 standing ovations. Years later, in 2010, she appeared again at the Oswald White Festival in June 1971. Something like that. Anyway, she also sang the hour in the summer, something like that. Holidays, the Goldberry Fray, later the Goldberry Festival in England. Okay, she performed Goldberry in 2011, the 40th anniversary Ritual Festival. She left Baldo Records when they states that she will produce albums on demand. In the same year, 1971, she formed her own label, Neighborhood Records, with Peter Stardrick, who would also be producing with that. Anyway, and husband. She had her biggest American hit on the Neighborhood label, with Novelty Stallion 1972 out, #1, Brand New Key, often referred to Roller Skate song. Brand New Key sold over 3 million copies worldwide, and was featured in 1997 movie Boogie Nights. Anyway. Okay, when first released, Brand New Key was banned by some radio stations because she referred S word, I'm not going to say innuendo in the lyrics. Wow. Wendy organized the possibility of Reed and Steve's S word innuendo in the song Stay. I wrote Brand New Key in about 15 minutes of one night. I thought it was cute. I kind of old various tunes like that. I guess the key would look like, as always, been further than symbols like that, and pretty obvious at once of that. There's no deep, serious expression behind that song, but people did read things about to it, something like that. They made up incredible stories, and was that was the lyrics said what the song meant. Some places it was eventually banned from the radio. My ideas about songs, and once you write them, you have you have they will say them afterward. People take it anyway. They will take it. In the 2013 interview with the music journalist Leigh Sascio, Malay adored the original Brand New Key. Of course, I see this story with the key. Something like that. Anyway. But as far as roller skating, I was battling with the 27-day fast and rollers with my dad. I bought the fast and went back in my life and living in New Jersey, and we were going to the flea market around 6 in the morning. On the way back, I had broken the fast from the flea market. We passed the McDonald's, and aroma hit me. It had been a vegetarian before the fast, my dad. We put in the McDonald's and got a whole work, my dad. The burger, the shake, and the fries. No sooner after I finished the last bite of my burger, the song hit was my head, and while brought back memories of the roller skate. I learned to ride the bike. In addition to my dad holding me the back of the fender in the fire, and me saying to Dad, "You're holding, right?" Then I look back and he wasn't holding, and I fall, and the soul thing came back to me, and they came on the song. So it wasn't not a the visual initial S word in the end or something like that. Anyway, the follow-up single, The Brand New Key, was Ring the Living Bell, something like that. To complete this release, Mulaney's former record company release, the Nickel song, was said she was have recorded while she still signed to Bubba Records. Both songs made those top 40 hits, while Brand New Key was still on the charts. Selling the record for the first female performer to have the top 40 hits commercially, something like that. She was awarded Billboard's #1 hit top female hit vocalist award for 1972. She was awarded 2 gold award albums and the Globe single for 2 Brand New Key, something like that. And 3 of her combinations were hits with the new Secret, something like that. Anyway, she's also well known for musical adaptations from children's songs, including Alexander Beale and Christopher Robin, something like that. While she was become an official UNIFCEF ambassador in 1972, she agreed to forego a world tour in favor of raising money for organizations like that. She had a number of top 40 hit single in 1973 with Blair Bad, a song that marked a spot departure of the hippie sentiments like that for other earlier hits, with lyrics such as, "If you're doing me wrong, I put your first and last name in my rock and roll song." Mulaney's other chart hits during this period were such a plan to get alone. The cover of Will You Love Me Tomorrow. In 1973, Mulaney started to retreat the spotlight for being a family. Wow. Okay. Her career began with this. Okay. In 1976, she released one album on Atlantic Records, Photograph, which was overseen by Amjad Erdogan, something like that. The album was praised by New York Times as one of the year's best. Although it was largely ignored by the public, it was reissued in the CD in 2005, with the initial disc of unreleased material, something like that. Also in 1976, Mulaney appeared in the tribute concert for Phil Ox, like that, who had committed suicide on April 9th that year. Held on May 28th at New York City's FwL Forum, so like that. She also performed an emotional version of Ox songs, Core of Fame and Miranda, She also appeared with Ox on stage in 1974 and is in his evening with Slider attending concert and held in the FwL Forum along with Dave Allen, Rock, Ari Gorski, Bob Dylan, and others. In 1983, she also wrote the music and lyrics for the FwL musical Ace of Diamonds. It was a book by Ed Charles, something like that, I don't know, and Simon Val, based on a series of letters written by Eddie Oakley. Though never fully produced, several stage readings were performed at Lincoln Center, starring Mulaney as a narrator, a pop singer, and actress Eddie Goins Oakley. In 1989, she won an Emmy Award for writing the lyrics to The First Time I Ever Loved Forever, the theme song for the TV series Beauty and the Beast, which one exception of her albums was produced by her husband Peter Scotswood, who died suddenly in 2010. Her three children, Lily, Gory, and Berg Gerard, were all musicians. Berg Gerard was a guitarist and acknowledged with his mother on tour. One of Marie's later albums, Pale by David Light in 2004, was co-produced by Peter and Paul Gerard's something like that, I don't know. And includes the songs to be the one, Extraordinary, and made it work, and I tried to beat the die young. In early 2005, was latest back catalog was re-released on the internet-only music label isaboutmusic.com. After a series of disagreements, the relationship between the artist and the label was served. In 2007, Money was invited by Jarvis Cocker, something like that, to perform the Meltdown Festival at the Royal Festival Hall in London. Her first solo performance received critical acclaim, with the parents saying it was too hard to disagree with Mulaney, have heard her plays alongside Joan Baez, Julie Collins, Joey Mitchell, and Marianne Faithfull, in the play of these iconic female singers. Meltdown was all the better of her presence. The concert was filmed in the DVD titled One Night Only, which was released in October 27. Something like that. She recorded Psychology, Song to the by Helm of the Republic, which Paradise accepts of Friday Psychology, something like that. It has been played by on the Dr. Radio show. In 2012, she headlined the 15th annual Woody Guthrie Folk Festival, along with Arnold Groffey and Julie Collins. The festival was held annually in mid-July to celebrate the life and music of legendary singer-songwriter and folk musician Woody Guthrie. In October 2012, she also collaborated with John Harris, the artist and managing director of Flag Theater in Washington, New York, something like that, to create original music about a love story of her late husband, Pierre. Okay? Money and Record Man were made this world premiere on October 19th, something like that, of 2012. With performances scheduled on October 28th. The musical comedy, then designed by Hobson, features the music of Money tells the story of how me and Pierre fall in love, working together to produce her music. Money performing during the musical was also the narrator. In June 2014, she also toured Australia for the first time since 1977. Wow. In April 2015, she also inducted the Red Bag Festival's Discovery Album Hall of Fame. Wow. She also received the Sandy Halsey Lifetime Achievement Award for Artist Music Gold. 2015 AMG's Artist Awards in November 14, 2015, Murray, North Carolina. And on New Year's Eve 2019, something like that, excuse me, she performed on the BBC's Joel's Annual Harmony. At the time of her death in 2024, she also been working on a cover album entitled Secondhand Smoke. She married record producer Pierce in 1968. They had 3 children. Daughter Leila, born October 3rd, 1973. Daughter Joy on March 27, 1975. And son Bud Jared on September 11, 1980. Leila and Joy, when aged 7 and 6, leaves a cover of There's No One Quite Like Grandma, something like that. They charted Canada, reached number 27. Pierre died in 2010. Lane was a vegetarian in the early 70s. She was practiced fasting, something like that. She also practiced fasting. She adopted herself, but a libertarian, saying, "I'm not a Democrat, a sociologist, or Republican," something like that. For the time, at the beginning of her career, Mary was followed in Mary Barba and influenced some of their songs, such as Love to Lose Again and Candles in the Rain. She stated in 2006 she underwent a life-altering experience with this name I cannot pronounce. Anyway, or Alma Mother for short. She also known as a hugging saint for India, which inspired Melanie to write Motherhood of Love. She resided in the Nashville, Tennessee area, and she died on January 23rd, 2024. She was 76 years old. When we come back, we'll do the next final death topics, because I have no idea where my audio came from, and then we'll finish off where we left off. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks. Stay tuned. Welcome back to FwL episode number 402. I just recently didn't know what happened to my audio difficulties, but you can hear me just fine, so it's just difficulties in my audio. Now I'm back. I just have some difficulties in my audio, but anyway, let's get back to the episode right now, shall we? See what we got for us. Anyways, my next death topic has to do with Charles Osgood. Better known as Charles Osgood Wood, number the 3rd. Anyway, known professionally as Charles Osgood. He was an American radio and television commentator, writer, musician. He was best known both for being as a host of CBS News Sunday Morning, Roy FwL for over 22 years from April 10th, 1994 until September 25th, 2016, and the Osgood Files, a series of daily radio commentaries he have run from 1971 until December 29th, 2017. He was also well known for being the narrator of Hard and Here's the Who, an animated short film released in 2018, based on the book of the same name by Dr. Seuss. He's published a memoir of his boyhood in 2014. He was born in Manhattan on January 8th, 1943. As a child, he moved to his family in the Waverly Heights neighborhood of Baltimore, Maryland. He also attended the St. Cecilia High School in Englewood, New Jersey. His memoir, also growing up about Baltimore during World War II, is called Defend Baltimore Against Enemy Attack in 2004. So he recounts his performance at the age of 9. Osgood graduated from Fordham University in 1954. Bachelor of Science degree in economics. Early career begins with this. WFUV radio. While attending Fordham, Osgood volunteered at the university's FM campus radio station, WFUB. He often played piano began records between records on the shows on the frequently collaborated with other students, including feature actor Alabama and feature producer director Jack Haley Jr. Something like that. United States Army Band. Immediately after graduating from Fordham University, he was hired as an announcer by WGBGMS a.m. at WGMS FM, the classic music station, Washington D.C. Today, WWCRC, my dad, WTOP FM, respectively. Shortly afterwards, he enlisted in the military by an announcer of the United States Army Band. In 1991, he explained the turn events in the interview with the Los Angeles Times after college graduation. Said this: I worked my way up to working class musical SIC station in Washington called WGMS. I was an announcer. I learned a lot during that. I was about to drive in the Army. This was 1974. Around the guy white. I was having dinner with a friend of mine, and he was dressed in a white uniform. The most fancy uniform aside was a U.S. hotel, something like that. It turned out that he was an announcer of the U.S. Army Band. I was asked him to we get it out, and he said within the next few weeks. So the next morning, I was parked down in the commentary office, you know. It was impressed with the fact it was pronounced Ramsey Gorbachev, something like that. And that's how I got the job. I spent 3 years, something like that, with the United States Army Band. It was a great experience. Besides that, in the band's massive ceremonies, he performed as a pianist with the bands and sang with the United States Army choirs. Like that. His roommate, John Cabanis, composed arrangements for the band that was collaborating in many songs. The relationship would continue through the 60s. In 1967, along with United States U.S. Senator Eber Dirksen, Illinois, they shared a Grammy Award for Best Spoken Word performance of their single, Gallant Man. And Sturgeon was Poe's poem written by H. Paul. How? Okay. H. Paul Jeffers. Anyway, about dignity of duty of the armed performance. Anyway, it was framed by comments and Ogwar's material music and stirring choreo refrains. In 1967, it peaked at the number 16 in the Billboard 200 records charts. Like that. Anyway, other work. Station judges on the national ceremony at Fort Myer during service in the U.S. Army Band, using phenomenons like that. He worked at the announcer for radio stations in the Washington area with supplement and intercom and experience. He hosted a morning show at WEAM, WZHF Today, at Charles Woods, WGMS, as he called himself. Charles Walden was at WPGC AM, WJFK AM Today, rock station. He referred to himself as Chuck Forrest. Something like that, I don't know. In September 1955, President Eisenhower suffered a serious heart attack during a vacation in Denver, Colorado, and was confined to a hospital room there in November. During this time, especially the WGMS, also hosted a concert program at the classical music delivered exclusive to the president's room to encourage the relaxation and concerts. WGMS Radio, something like that. While it was at tour, the U.S. Army Band was completed in October 20, 1957. Oscar returned to the WGMS full-time as announcer. Charles Wood, on the other hand, and as a special assistant to general manager. Before the end of 1958, WGMS announced him the program director. In 1960, credited by name as a WGMS announcer, he provided international ceremony in the 6th record, an album, and a collection of 43 speeches of President Franklin Roosevelt. FDR Speaks, edited by historian Henry Cominier, something like that. It included welcome by the president's widow, former FwL Eleanor Roosevelt. Their son, Franklin Roosevelt Jr., recited one of his father's speeches. Billboard magazine reported that FDR Speaks was one of the most listened to attractions. In the 1960 National Convention, which nominated Senators John F. Kennedy, something like that, and Lyndon B. Johnson as one of the candidates for President and Vice President of the United States. WHCT television. Anyway, in April 1962, the parent company of WGMS, RKO General, transported Oswald to Hartford, Connecticut, and promoted him to the first job in television. The general manager of Channel 18, WHCT, WVN today. Okay. HBCT was the first television station in the United States to license to use penny phone vision, something like, I don't know. A system developed by Zenith, something like that. Described the station's picture and style. This limited to viewing was paid subscribers who were issued to growers attached to the television sets and television lines, something like that. Anyway, the station offered its subscribers for programs such as first run movies, sporting events, and commercial programs like ballets and symphonies, all with no commercials. Although RKO expected to operate WHCT at a loss of 3 years before the FCC was due to renew the station's license, February 1963. Rallies become too difficult to bear unbearable. In the 1985 interview, the Broadcasting Magazine also explained this. The station lost money at an alarming rate. RKO, when we have to hook very gently, they said, "You're fired." ABC, unemployed age Burry. Oscar turned to one of his Fordham classmates, Frank McGuire, I don't know, who directed programs for procurement at ABC in New York in 1963, something like that. Anyway, hired Oscar to be one of the writers and hosts of Flame Reports, which related human interest stories on the ABC radio network. Went to become being the world's young station manager to become the world's oldest club manager, something like that, club reporter. Equipped in the 1981 interview with People magazine. Another new required hire to Flame Reports, when Oscar became the ABC, was Ted Koppel. Becoming Charles Oscar, something like that. While he was at ABC, he began using the name Charles Oscar, something like that, because the network already had the announcer named Charles Woods. In the 2005 interview with Inside Radio, Oscar laid the story. They didn't want to have another Charles Woods and Charles Wood, but they wanted me to pick a name, and I chose my middle name as my last name. It worked out and it's a little more distinguished and professional, something like that. Rare career at CBS Radio, okay? Oscar moved over to CBS Radio in 1967. It was become clear in his words that he wasn't going anywhere with ABC. He worked as a reporter and an anchor for WCBS. In 1967, in August, he anchored the first morning drive shift for WCBS, and after exhibition to the all-news car format, the first day of all-news program aired on WCBS FM after an airplane crash in the AM station's antenna tower in New York's Island, keeping WCBS off the air until a temporary tower could be directed, something like that. I just want to talk about this death topic, but I just want to say this, okay? Now, it comes to my attention that I have to say this. In 2016, I read everything about it except for his broadcasting career. Unfortunately, because that happened. Anyway, Oscar anchored the Oscar Files of Westworld 1, a daily comedy morning show. It began a segment in WCBS in 1967. Anyway, it went nationally in 1971. In 3 minute, Oscar files focus on a single story, which ranged in the breaking development and national importance and wisdom, human interest, management. Something like that. Anyway. Someone else he did a rhyme, which is why he did known for CBS pouring revenants. He continued to these broadcasts until December 29th, 2017. Television. On television, he joined CBS News in 1971. He was a reporter, served as an anchor of CBS Sunday Night News from 1981 to 1987. Calling the weekday CBS Morning News and frequently news reader of Sunday on CBS This Morning from 1987 to 1992. And as an actual anchor of CBS Afternoon News and the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather. He also hosted the CBS News Sunday Morning from April 10th, 1994 to September 25th, 2016, seeing the original host, Charles Coral. Also his tenure of 22 years as host, seeing Coral's 15 years. Something like that. Among Encore's personal trademarks was bow tie. Something like that. Anyway, he's weekly TV stop until then. I'll see you on the radio. And partially for delivering his commentaries and visual verse. Example, so Brian or something like that. Invented designed for comments as persons of opposites. That's what am I gonna say? Sharing living cores, or POPQBOSSLQ for short. Oscar turned is pronounced free simple word or compose something like that. Something like that. I don't know what's going on with episode 17 research jokes. But anyway, moving on. And Professor's love poem that included these lines, which he rarely used as both one of his books. There's nothing what I want to do is want to be my POSSLQ. His broadcasting career ended with this. On December 21st, 2017, it was announced that Oscar would retire from the Oscar Files due to health concerns and his broadcasting career. His final broadcasts were on December 29th, 2017. His other works were as follows. In 1956, Oscar wrote a free-act play called A Single Voice. He was a narrator in 2008 animated film Hornet Here's a Who. He wrote a bi-weekly newspaper column. He wrote 7 books. And he also edited 2 books. His personal life. His first marriage comes to first holiday ended the divorce after 16 years. He and his second wife, Jean Crafton, had 5 children who were raised in Englewood, New Jersey. While they became empty nesters, Oscar's wife moved a 12-room dog-house on West 57th Street and 7th Avenue in New York City. He died with combinations of dementia in his home in Saddle River, New Jersey, on January 23rd, 2024. He was 91 years old. My next topic has to do with Margaret Rowley, okay? Born that name, she was best known as an American film and television producer, agent, and manager. She was well known for producing the film Bombshell in 2019. She was a study producer of the film Gary Matters in 2006, Love and Other Drugs in 2010, Billy Eilish and the World's of Drill, Blurry in 2011, something like that. The television series Ratchet in 2020, and his clients include Mark Raphael, Bridget Mom Nan, something like that, Anthony Zook, something like that, R.J. Carter, Charles Randolph, and Joe Brother. She said, so said of Margaret Rowley managed me to record of the century. She was born December 9th, 1965. She received a journalism degree from University of Kansas. She moved to Los Angeles and received a graduate degree from American Film Institute. She died of organ cancer of her home in Brentford on January 23rd, 2024. She was 56 years old. My next step topic has to do with Rod Holcomb. Best known that name, he was an American television director and producer. Best known for directing the pilot and finale of ER, something like that. He has directed episodes of numerous television series, including Quincy M.E., The $6 Million Man, Bonner's Garlets, something like that, I don't know. Fantasy Island, The A-Team, The District, Lost, Invasion, Shark, The China Beach, Wise Guy, The Slayer, Scarecrow and Mrs. K, The Devil's Connection, The Courageous America's Hero, Hill Street Blues, The West Wing, and Numbers, with the 3, not the E. She was in 1979. Holcomb directed the television film to end Captain America. In 1994, on the other hand, he directed the pilot episode of ER, for which he nominated a Primetime Emmy Award and won the Director's Gold American Award, something like that. In 1996, okay, he directed the episode Last Call, okay? It was nominated for another Primetime Emmy Award. He returned to the show in 2009 to direct his final episode and received a Primetime Emmy for doing so. In 1997, Holcomb was announced as the director of Showtime miniseries titled Die for Our Country. It was the next year under the title Face of a Grateful Nation. In 2001, he directed the pilot episode of a dedication of Max. Okay, this name I cannot pronounce. And served as the executive producer for the overall show. In 2004, Holcomb served as the chair of Directors Gold America's Television Creative Rights of Humanity. His writing style and as well as guest director, Holcomb stated at Director Gold in his career, understanding that the actors have been sponsored with the series, they all these roles, they all these characters. My responsibilities help them become the best actors they have been written those premieres. You're trying to continue the prosperity and success of the series as well as being an artist. I don't know what happened. It just didn't say about he died. What happened? Didn't it say anything? Oh, that's much better. Anyway, move on. Next, born May 28th, 1943. Anyway. His unreleased works were, as follows, okay? In 1997, okay, Holcomb was announced as the director of adaptation of a, Arthur C. Clarke's novel Affair of Among Us, and in 1999, he was hired to direct the World War II drama pilot titled Skylark, but it had never been released. He died January 24th, 2024. Anyway, I don't know what happened, it's just, I couldn't find the last step topic, but, let's see. Let's see what happens. Anyway. Yeah, that's it. I think that's it, you know? Yeah, let's move on. Okay, moving on to the last one. My last step topic has to do with Jim Lehrer, who is 4 years ago this week, he died. Anyway, best known as James Charles Lehrer. He was an American journalist, novelist, screenwriter, and playwright. He was the executive editor and the news anchor of the PBS NewsHour on PBS. and was known for the role of dominate moderator during the U.S. presidential election campaigns. Moderated 12 presidential debates between 1988 and 2012. Wrote offered numerous fiction and non-fiction books that drew upon his experience as a newsman and upon his interest in history and politics. He was born May 19, 1944, Wichita, Kansas. His mother, Louise Clarence Chavrini Chapman, like that, was a teacher and bank clerk. His father, Harry Frederick Lehr, was his business station manager. His paternal grandparents were German immigrants. His maternal grandfather was J.B. Chapman. Personal church and Nazi figurine, something like that. Jim or brother Fred, who was a Baptist minister, something like that. I don't know. He attended school in Wichita Middle School in Beaumont, Texas, and graduated from Thomas Jefferson High School in San Antonio, Texas, where he was sports editor of the Jefferson Declaration. He graduated with an associate's degree from Victoria College and a bachelor's degree in journalism from the Missouri School of Journalism, University of Missouri in 1956. Something like that, I don't know. After graduating from college, Lehr followed his brother and joined the United States Marine Corps, serving for 3 years in the Ferry officer in the late 50s. He tried his service and travels with helping him and look behind himself and feel the connection to the world that he did not have otherwise experienced. In 1959, Lehr began his career in journalism at Dallas Morning News in Texas. Later, he worked in the reporter of the Dallas Times-Herald, where he covered the assassination of John F. Kennedy in 1963. He was political columnist there for several years, and in 1968, he became a city editor. Lehr began his television career at KERA-TV in Dallas, Texas, and executive director of public affairs as an on-air host and editor of the daily news program. In 1972, he moved to PBS in Washington, D.C. To become a public affairs coordinator, a member of Journalism Advisory Board, and fellow of the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, CPB for short. He also worked as correspondent for the National Public Affairs Center for Television, or IMPACT for short, when he met Rob McNeil. In 1973, they covered the Senate Watergate hearings and revelation of Watergate tapes broadcast, while PBS summer series will later help led to and become inspiration to become the McNeil-Lehr Report. Lehr covered the House jury committee's impeachment and inquiries of President Richard Nixon. In October 1975, Lehr became Washington correspondent of the Robert McNeil Report of 13 WNDT New York. 2 months later on, December 1st, 1975, it proposed to be co-anchor, and the program was eventually renamed the McNeil-Lehr Report. In September 1983, Lehr and McNeil relaunched the show's McNeil-Lehr NewsHour, which was renamed the NewsHour with Jim Lehr, following McNeil's departure in 1995. The program was renamed the PBS NewsHour in 2009. Normally maintained objectively, Lehr chose not to vote, which I agree on. Lehr underwent the heart value surgery in April 2008, allowing Ray Suarez, Gwen Iphone, and Julie Wardrobe to anchor the scene until Lehr's returned on June 26, 2008. He also recovered a heart attack in 1983 while he was 49 years old. Lehr stepped down as anchor on the PBS NewsHour on June 6, 2011, but he continued to moderate the Friday news analyst that meant to be involved in the show's production company, McNeil-Lehr Productions. He also received awards and honors for his career in journalism, including several Emmys, the George Bosworth Peabody Broadcast Award, a William Allen White Foundation Award for Journalism Merit, and the University of Missouri School of Journalism Medal of Honor. 2004, he was awarded an honorary Doctor of Journalism degree by Daniel College. Presidential debate moderator. Okay. Lehr was involved in several projects related to the United States presidential debates, including the debate on Destiny documented in 2008, which features experts and interviews with many of the presidential and vice presidential candidates in 1936, nicknamed the Dean of Moderators by journalist Bernard Shaw, something like that. Anyway, Blair moderated 12 presidential debates between 1988 and 2012. In 2016, Blair served as an on board the Commission of Professional Debates, CBD for short. The last debate Blair moderated was the first general election debate in the 2012 election. He originally sworn off moderating debates after 2018. However, the CBD approved and he was accepted in his interest in new formats. The debate was held at the University of Denver and covered policy issues. Their performance as a moderator, in which he thoroughly allowed the candidates to exceed the given the time limits, received mixed reviews, while received criticism of the candidates' performance at the time rules of open-ending questions. His proposal also received praise for letting the candidates have some control of the debate over their terms, like that. For 6 decades until his death, Laird was married to Kate Stables, Benno's Kate Laird, that is, who was also a novelist. They had 3 daughters and 6 grandchildren. His father was a bus driver who briefly involved in the bus company. Laird was out of his bus driver, tell me something like that, I don't know. Anyway, the hobby is a collector of bus memorabilia, including depart signs, dumper's cabs, and unique bus toys. As a college student in the 1950s, he worked as a translate ticket agent in University of Texas. He's also supported the Pacific Bus Museum in Fremont, California, the Museum Bus Transportation Heritage City, Pennsylvania. He's also a published writer and authored numerous novels like that, as well as silver plays, screenplays, and 3 personal memoirs. His book Top Down was enabled based on the events and surrounding the Kennedy assassination. His last play, Bell, was produced by the National Geographic Society as part of the 125th anniversary celebration. He died on January 23rd, 2020 from a heart attack in his home in Washington, D.C. He was 85 years old. Now let's do the moment of silence for these 11 death topics right now. Thank you. Anyway, move on to my next topic, which is basically going to be about, I got 4 topics to read, and basically what it is, folks, is, 4 of them are basically requests by Remix Plum, and that is, of course, for 40th birthday to Mac, okay? Here's everything you're about to see to read about the Mac's 40th birthday, okay? Today marks the 40th birthday of the Mac, okay? January 24th, 2024, by the way. And there's a lot to read out there for Mac fans looking to celebrate. Here's a write-up of some of the big things I have caught throughout today. Apple CEO Tim Cook created the Mac birthday in most posts on social media. Mac changed everything to what they do 40 years ago that day. Anyway, and for the years, it's done so again. Today's Mac lineup is the best in history. For personal computer, it's been decades of invention. Happy birthday, Mac. Tim also shared a cool graphic to celebrate the Mac. And that is huge because I'm a Mac person. So I was just like, whoa, that was a big celebration right there. Anyway, Around the Web says this. Anyway, no, I gotta read the Around the Web. Okay, that makes more sense. Anyway, that's huge. I love these apps. Why are we gonna choose that? But anyways, my next topic has to do with so huge. Anyway, my next topic has to do with new iPad Air with 12.9-inch display and design rear camera. Okay, design showing purported like consumer queries. Anyway, this is a huge thing, but I want to discuss it right now. After Apple went the whole year 2023 without a single iPad hardware update, There are big inventions with the software compresses. New Jersey's iPad Pro and iPad Air are expected as soon as this spring. 91 Mobiles has today published proposed specifications of the new iPad Air, which features a larger 12.9-inch display, a size decrease to the current 10.9-inch model, something like that. New larger screen iPad Air, something like that, which matches the screen size of the biggest iPad Pro display. Bring that to 12.9-inch, 0.9-inch, something like that, screen size in the mid-range. iPad line with streamlessly mirror the strategy Apple recently displayed the iPhone. With the iPhone 14, 15 Plus, something like that, models introduced the biggest iPhone screen size at more affordable price points. The company also launched a 15-inch MacBook Air, first time last year, whereas the current 12.9-inch iPad Pro is priced starting at $1,099, $1,011, something like that. The iPad Air started at $600. However, the iPad will likely sell the both 10.9-inch and 12.9-inch iPad Air correctly, something like that. So the 12.9-inch iPad Air will probably be higher than $600. Wow. Kidding me right now. Anyway, as shown in the leak of commentaries, the new iPad Air isn't changing initially designed much aside. For the bigger display, however, it does appear the rear camera layout has been redesigned, with both the camera and flash now housed in the prominent rectangular model. The somewhat instrument of iPhone camera designs from a few years ago, akin for the iPhone X and XS era. You can see all disposed and increased design from iPhone mobile's websites like that. Although the rumors from Mills remains unclear on timing, it seems like the new iPad Air will debut on the first half of the year. The new iPad Pro lineup features OLED displays. It's also expected to launch by June. Fantastic. Anyway, spec bomb updates on the iPad Mini and base models of iPad are expected to arrive before the end of the year. My next topic has to do with Scary Byte, dangerous malware found in these community pirate macOS apps. If this is a scary thing, whoa. Anyway, scary researchers have detected a new strain of malware hidden and some commercially pirated macOS applications. Are you kidding me right now? I have some apps that seriously download apps and you tell me this is Scary Byte? Okay, watch this remix. I have no idea what to say here. But anyway, move on. Once installed, the apps anomaly and says trying to write malware in the background of user's Mac. What happens to do not be good? Well, okay. This is Scary Byte. The weekly focus is common. Okay, this is getting scary. Okay, move on. While investigating several threat alerts, Jeff Threat Lab researchers came across a representative file with the name. This is a name I cannot pronounce. Sorry. The executive used the name of the actual process, not by an accident, something like that. Build the macOS into a macOS operating system used to track changes in files and directories and stores event data for features of time machine backups. This is getting stupid. Why? However, this thing I cannot pronounce, so it's inexcusable. Wow. It's a new native log. On top of this, Jen found that Apple did not sign this suspicious file. Subsequent bearers often warrant features investigation. Wow. He also stated that in the blog post about research led by first Stowokis and Jordan Bradley using Virus Patrol. We are able to demonstrate this car's login binary was virtually uploaded as a part of the greater DMG file. Now, this was scary, you know. The tool discovered 5-disk image DMG files contained moderated code that be commonly pirated applications. This does not look good. I was going to get ready for these, and I was getting ready for making products with these, but I couldn't. It couldn't file shell, micro remote desktop client, now premium, CRT, and Ultra Ed. Anyway, those are going to be scary, so yeah. These applications are being hosted at Chinese pirating websites in order to gain victims. He explains, once, the tone is my dad. The malware will download and execute multiple payloads in the background in order to securely compromise in the victim's machine. This is too much, unfortunately. But anyway, one sister service, the apps will may look up and behave instead as my dad. A dropper is extended to the background and established combinations of the attacker control and finance like that. In high level, the body extends the free malwares extends in the store. First, the malwares now library files loaded, while the apps of the dropper extend each time the application is open. This is followed by the backdoor binary download that uses the binaries open source command and control C2 for short, and post proliferation tool and the download that subs proliferations and download initial payloads. The very open source project can allow attackers to collect information about a victim system. Now it's in open files, and even a remote shell. He explained it's possible that this malware is successful with Zero malware given the target applications. Malware that loaded commands and attacker violation. Wow. Additionally, since the commercial backdoor remains hidden in the temporary file, it deletes whenever the victim's Mac reboots or shuts down. However, the macOS malware will load again the next time the user opens the application. How to protect yourself? Well, he believes that this attack probably targets the victims in China on .cn, my website. It's important to remember the dangers of pirate website software. Unfortunately, installing pirate apps are expected to see the security alerts because the software isn't legitimate, my dad. This led to the property smash the install button, skipping over the security warning requirements of the macOS gatekeeper. In addition, install reputable antivirus and also anti-malware software. While this pirate malware can slip through and having an extra layer of distance on Mac is always good practice. That's it for that topic. This is getting ridiculous. Now let's move on to this last topic request my remix plum, and that is Hassle Gaming. And I am gonna say it's very exciting for remix. Bits and pieces. But anyway, Apple now allows gaming streaming apps in the App Store. Okay, very exciting. Okay. Apple's updating its App Store policies very well in the long-standing ban on gaming and streaming apps. Developers are now allowed to submit a single app to contain their catalog of games, where the game code is running off the software. This allows services like Xbox Cloud Gaming to finally release a native game app with the iCloud, iPhone, iPad. Previously, Apple requires developers to submit a separate app to each game additionally. the rabbits and evidential affair. Unlike the most of the other changes introduced today would apply to the European Unions like that, the game similarly policies updates applies globally. Of course, gaming streaming apps must conform to the initial laundry list of the other traditional app store roles, something like that. But the path is now clear for them to exist on the App Store at all. To support the category of gaming streaming apps, Apple's also adding new commercial to help enhance the discovery of streaming games. And other main apps like chatbots and plugins. They're also going to make store points in apps purchases. Something like that. Anyway, for the first time, such a subscription to an initial chatbot. iSpot Trial Gaming were previously only available through the iOS Safari web browser due to Apple rules. Now Microsoft and others like Nevada, SkiForce, Now, and Netflix will also be able to create a native app. That's exciting. Anyways, that's it for that topic. Now let's move on to the last topic. Request by Mix Pump. Thank you. Now let's move on to the holiday topics. And that is Australia Day. Now I'm gonna go on to that and then we'll do the last three, okay? Okay? Australia Day, last two, okay? And then we'll wrap up with what I'm watching Paramount Plus, because I do not have much time after that. I was going to go with game segments and the notes, but I decided to not do it today, unfortunately, because I do not have much time left. Unfortunately, because it's going to take my time. Anyway, here's Australia Day. It's official National Day in Australia, observed annually on January 26, 1788. Landed the first fleet in the raising the Union flag of Great Britain by Arthur Phillip in Sydney Cove, a small bay southern shore of Sydney Harbour. Present day, Australia's Day's Consul, something like that, organized events that seeks to recognize the corporations of Australia and the British nation. Oh, I see. While also encouraging preservation of past wrongs and toys relations, Australia also giving respect and celebrating the children of Australia, past and present. Oh, I see. I thought it was happy, but sad. Okay, whatever. The representation of, I think Emmy was right about that, if you're watching this. Anyway, of community awards and citizenship ceremonies have also commemorated held next day. The holiday is marked in the presentation of Australian Year Awards. Oh, I see. And Australia Day Eve. Australia Day Eve, okay. Announcements, okay. Australia Day Honors. Oh, I have forgot about this, okay. And especially for the Governor General and Prime Minister. Okay, this makes sense. It's a municipal public holiday in every state and territory, with community festivals, concerts, and citizenship cemeteries. The day is celebrated large and small communities and cities around the nation. Australia Day has become the biggest annual civic event in Australia. Well, this makes sense now. Okay. Sorry, I didn't know it was a happy day, but it was a sad one. Okay. If you want to just end me, I'm sorry, but maybe next time I'll make a traditional day for you. But anyway, and especially the fact that my last two topics of the day. My grandma Craig, who would have been 100 last Monday, but she would have been, if would have been here today, she would have been a great grandma to me, and my mom to my mother. So if she's watching this and having it right now, she will be here with us. So there you go on that. If that makes sense to anybody. So there you go. It makes sense to me. So there you go. I had to make sure about this. So there you go. And I was going to do Ultra Fallback this week, but I decided not to. But there you go. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do one last thing on my account to make more sense. Switch my name. and then we'll get to one last thing. That is, oh come on. I decided to do one last thing. Anyway, let me do this real quick. I got a message from. Hang on. Yesterday for those two missing children from Wayne County that were 1.5 and 5 years of age. They had both been found safe, and the mother who took them was arrested and charged with 2 counts of kidnapping. So all I can see right now is thank God the children are safe. Yeah. Well, who am I saying again? I can't hear him really. Hey Luke, I wanted to let you know that the Amber Alert that I received yesterday for those two missing children from Wayne County that were 1.5 and 5 years of age. They had both been found safe, and the mother who took them was arrested and charged with 2 counts of kidnapping. So all I can see right now is thank God the children are safe. Good, the mother was arrested. Was kidnapping. Yeah, thank God for that. You should kidnap these children, folks. Never do that ever. But anyway, okay. As what I'm saying earlier, I gotta wrap things up. Is happy 17th wedding anniversary to my mom and stepdad. And if it were here today, if Grandma Craig would have been here today, she would have been celebrating my mom and stepdad's wedding anniversary to celebrate 17th wedding anniversary. So all I can say to you now, mom and stepdad and dad, bud, if you're watching this, happy 17th wedding anniversary. So yeah. This picture seen here is from 2 years ago. But anyway, that's all my topics for right now. Now let's move on to what I've watched Disney Plus. Paramount Plus movie anyway. It's good, the first Good Burger movie. And that's it for this episode. Hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned. The next one's going to be a brand new episode of FwX, which is going to be about the, I'm going to say, a brand new episode of, it's going to be Elshman Month. Elshman Month, part 1 to 4. Till next time, suggest box for baby. Get more FwX episodes going to be soon. See out. See ya.